What's up? This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. And before we start anything, I just want to bring to your attention that KaijuKingz is actually doing a free mint, which is called the Science Collection. So that's a Scientist Collection. And this Scientist Collection is open for 48 hours with no cap. But it is a NFT where you could join their play-to-earn games in the future. If you kind of like submit certain range of Ethereum, right? But I went through the minter and I think that it is a very fun experience to customize your avatar. And since this is free of charge, you could definitely check it out. And it is also an animated profile picture, right? So I think definitely this is a really interesting thing. And I will do a more detailed video tomorrow. And because my video today is about Solana Summer, right? So that's it. Just to bring this out. So the first thing I want to share with you is that this is the market places, right, on different blockchain, and this is the last 24 hours, and in terms of user and in terms of volume. And what we see right now is that why are people saying is it Solana Summer, and what is Solana? For those of you who do not know, Solana is a layer 1 blockchain which is similar to Ethereum but a lot more faster, but in its early stage, and it could process more transaction per second. And at the same time, gas fees are relatively lower compared to Ethereum. So that's why in a bear market, I'll use the word bear market right now, people are moving to Solana because you're paying less for gas, right? And there are other different type of new marketplaces coming up on Solana, and these Solana and marketplaces are actually pretty good. So in this video, I'll walk you through the Magic Eden marketplace that actually overtook OpenSea in terms of trading volume. And this is impressive because in the past you do have looks where overtaking OpenSea's trading volume, but that is because of the trading rewards. But Magic Eden, I think, is a very awesome marketplace because it is a marketplace with a lot of functionalities that OpenSea does not have, and that's why I think it is leading, right? In the last 24 hours, if you look at Magic Eden, in terms of user, right, they have 45.88 thousand, and OpenSea only have 27.18 thousand, right? So that's why Magic Eden is having like a double trading volume at the same time, right? The trading volume is around 45 million, right? While OpenSea has a trading volume of 28 million. So that's why the sentiments of NFT trading on the Ethereum chain is low, because it seems like some money has gone to Solana. So let's look at Magic Eden. So when the first time you go to Magic Eden, this is what you will see, right? So this will be a very quick walkthrough about all the features and stuff like that, and why I think that Magic Eden is on the right path and it could attract a lot of new users to NFT, right? So unlike OpenSea, what they have is that they have the banner on the top, but they also have something called a launchpad, right? So right now you can see this is Magic Eden. On the top, it shows you the 24 hours trading volume in Solana, total volume total, and then Solana price in USD, and also the Solana network, the transaction per second, right? So all you need is a Solana wallet in order to buy and sell NFTs on this Magic Eden. So when you click select wallet, it will show you so right now I don't have my wallet in here, right? But I just want to walk you through. But a very common wallet would be the Phantom wallet, right? So what is interesting is that unlike OpenSea, where it's just a marketplace, it actually has something called a launchpad, right? And it shows you the next 7 days. So they have an NFT calendar that is built in, where you don't have to go to other platforms, you don't have to do other research using a secondary platform. What you can do is just go to the launchpad drop, and then it basically has everything that is coming up, right? Everything that's on the Solana blockchain that's coming up. And then you could actually see the project, you could read the project description, and then you can see when the whitelist is happening, and then when the public mint is happening, and also you can read more details about the team and what they're planning to do. So this is a very different functionality compared to OpenSea, because OpenSea does not have a mint calendar, but Magic Eden does, right? So in Magic Eden, this is the homepage. If you when you scroll down, what is really great is that if you're new to NFT, you can actually watch these different type of articles and videos where it teaches you the story behind Magic Eden, what exactly is NFT for noobs, how to be a metaverse tycoon, and also the intro to different projects, and also intro to Solana. So this is definitely very user friendly, and it will onboard a lot of new users. And then similar to OpenSea, it will have like a popular collection, and then you can see these are the popular collections. And actually OpenBear, recently gained a lot of traction, and I'm gonna talk about an article about someone flipping it and then minting it on the Ethereum blockchain. So I will talk about it later. And then they will tell you the upcoming launches, the upcoming projects that are launching, or the top community upvoted drops. So they have like a community mechanism where you can actually vote for the upcoming drops that you feel excited or bullish for. And that will show you the top market cap projects, OG projects, most followed collections, Magic DAO voted, featured gaming, which is interesting, and highest sell, right? So this is a very comprehensive marketplace, right? If you go to collection, it shows you the popular collections. So these are all the collections, so you don't have to do a lot of digging and stuff like that, right? Because OpenSea only shows you in trading volume, right? And at the same time, it shows you new collections that are happening on the Solana blockchain. And what is interesting is that they actually have something called a Magic DAO. And then the Magic DAO is actually a place where you can buy Magic Ticket NFTs. So once you buy these Magic Ticket NFTs, I think you will have special access to the Discord group. So the floor price is 1.3 right now. And yeah, so you have special access to the Discord group if you have this NFT, and you have access to the Magic DAO, which is the decentralized autonomous organization by Magic Eden. So if you're interested, you could definitely check that out. I don't have this, so I don't know what it is, but my biggest guess is that it's kind of like an alpha group, but more Solana driven, right? So in this video, we'll go over the Magic DAO, a community and DAO initiative by Magic Eden. By joining the DAO, you are an active participant in shaping the Solana NFT ecosystem. So you need the NFT and then verify a ticket to gain access to the channel on Discord. So I think it's kind of like a alpha group, but then it's for for Solana, right? So what is interesting is that they do have something called a launch pad, which I talked about just now. Well, basically it shows you which project is live minting right now, upcoming projects. So what you can do is that you can click into these projects and then do your own research whether you like it or not, and then mint it, right? And also if you want to participate in the whitelist. So this is not a feature that you find on OpenSea, and I think it's very helpful because as someone who's new to NFT, you want one place to see everything, right? You want to know when's the latest drop, the team behind this drop, right? So for example, this drop, you can click into it, it shows you the whitelist public, it shows you the contract, the white paper, website, Discord, Twitter, the social media, the roadmap, and also the team behind it. So definitely this is something that OpenSea and also other type of NFT marketplace do not have yet, right? And Magic Eden has it. So I think it's that's why they're able to get so much transaction volume and people are using it, right? And you also have a watch list. So basically what happened is that you could connect your Phantom wallet and then you can watch these projects, right? And then what is really interesting is that they have something called Eden games, right? So about these Eden games, right? It's actually different type of games that you can play. Okay, you can actually play these games right now. They have battle royale games, etc. and etc. right? But the really interesting thing about this game is that these NFTs or these games are actually blockchain backed, right? So basically the characters and etc. are also are NFTs, right? So what you can do is that you can buy these NFTs and also use these NFT in a game. So if you like to play to earn, you want to explore a different blockchain game on the Solana network, they also have a section called Eden Games, so you can buy NFTs and participate in these games, and maybe there's a play to earn element to it, right? So this is Eden Game. They also have auction where people can submit to auction a certain NFT. So right now this is like a Flag Monkeys NFT, so people are auctioning this, right? And also you have other different type of auctions. So maybe these are a highly sought NFTs, or maybe it's a 1 out of 1 NFT that they want to do auction. So interestingly, they also have something called a drop calendar, right? So which is similar to the launchpad, but I think the launchpad is somewhere you could put aside token in order to support the mint. But the calendar is something where it's a general calendar, and then you could have people voting it so that it has a aggregated, the most community voted NFTs, right? It will show you the trending NFTs, the social media, the projects, and the date, okay? And then you can see all drops as well for those without even upvotes as well. So if you want, you can list your project, connect your wallet, and submit your project, right? So I think this is very interesting because they have a launchpad. Launchpad basically means that it's like an ICO where you could have early, like maybe a whitelist access. I haven't tried it yet, but they have this function. But they also have general, drop calendar where you have no special pre-assets, right? but then you could still check out the upcoming NFT drops on the Solana blockchain. So I think Magic Eden in this aspect is doing a great job. They also have intro to NFTs on Solana. So if you're interested, you could definitely go there and check out, oh, how do I create a wallet? You know, the introduction, wallet, how do you buy NFTs, how do you sell NFTs? So you have all these steps that are actually very user-friendly. And I think that onboarding a lot of new people, especially when the gas fee is low compared to Ethereum. Because on Ethereum, you know, it could get like it could be a very difficult process to onboard people. But right now, what they're doing is, you know, making onboarding easy. And then you have Block and you have Sats. Sats is basically the most collection that's traded. So this is kind of like Flip Finance, right? Or some sort of NFT analytics platform where it basically shows you all of the upcoming, like the Solana projects that has been minted, how much they're trading in terms of the trading volume, and etc. But right now it's loading. But they also have a marketplace breakdown that shows you on Solana blockchain which marketplaces have the most volume. And of course, as we see on Dapp Radar, you know, Magic Eden, which is this platform, has more trading volume than OpenSea. So let's see market breakdown. Yep, Magic Eden trading volume is higher than OpenSea, right? So basically it shows you 1 day, 7 days, 30 days. It's a pity that I cannot show you the collection breakdown, but it is actually a very helpful breakdown. But you can check it out. You know, feel free to check it out later. And then they have creators, so you can apply to list your NFTs. You can apply to have a launchpad, so basically you can set aside some NFTs for whitelist to give to the Magic Eden community. You can apply to have auction that we just saw, and they also have community, which is basically the social media and stuff like that, and also resources, right? So that's a very quick one for Magic Eden. I think if you're new to NFTs, if you don't know where to start, Magic Eden could definitely be a very helpful resource. And also because you know, the minting price of Solana NFTs might be cheaper, and also the gas fees might be cheaper. So it is a good platform for you to learn what are NFTs, how does minting work before going to Ethereum, where your mistakes could be more costly, right? So in the future, I think I'll do a deep dive, a very, very deep dive into you know, Magic Eden, and then, you know, teach people how it works. But I think this overview is pretty helpful. If you never heard of Magic Eden, I hope we learned something today, right? And also why you know, Magic Eden is you know, overcame you know, OpenSea, right? Outran OpenSea being the first most traded NFT platform, right? So is this Solana Summer? Maybe. But definitely I think people being more conservative with their money and also how their investment might prefer a chain with lower gas fees, and you know, use, you know, these chain in order to do trading, right? So hopefully this will low in the future. So anyways, look at the market today. I think that because if you look at the Europe market and you look at the Asian market, all the indexes are kind of positive, right? So I have a feeling that right now the US market has opened. So this was last, so this is not live, right? So the market is not yet open. Okay, we'll wait a bit then, okay? So, but I think because the Asian indexes are positive, in general, crypto is kind of positive right now. So this is the crypto bubble. You can actually see, you know, double-digit gains in certain altcoins, Algorand, you know, a lot of, you know, not a lot, but some collaborations upcoming, and also, you know, IOTA, some updates regarding to the smart contract. So you do see some double-digit gains, and I think the reason for this is because, you know, the US market could potentially open green today, right? So that's why people are confident in coming back in, right? So when we look at CNBC, we look at 5 things to know this morning. Yep, stock futures jumps as 2 Dow Jones stock move in opposite direction. So it seems like I think the market is gonna open up positive, and set to open up roughly 1.5 and nearly 2% respectively. So that's why I think the crypto market is, you know, stabilizing, and then we're not seeing red. So that's why we do see that Bitcoin has reclaimed the 30,000 you know, range, Ethereum at $2,096. In terms of the total market capitalization, we have 1.3 trillion. So basically there is a increase. If we look at it 1 day, the total market cap has kind of you know, increased a bit. Okay, so we are on a road to recovery, but are we out of the woods yet? I do not know. But if we look at crypto quants, the indicators are quite positive. We do see exchange reserve being low. We do see RSI now is being neutral. So you know, before it was undersold, but now it's going back up. So that's why the RSI is neutral. But because exchange reserve, like there are less Bitcoin on the exchanges, so that's why it is a positive sign that the selling pressure might be lower, right? In terms of DeFi, we do have a slight decrease in terms of DeFi. So I think it does take some time for people to restore faith in DeFi, because one of the biggest DeFi staking protocol was Luna, right? And people were sticking to UST. So right now with the collapse of Luna, definitely it takes some time for the market to become more bullish again for DeFi. So that's why we do have a 1.92 decrease in 24 hours for DeFi, right? So that's it for the crypto market. I think right now the market has kind of stabilized. It is on its road to recovery. And yeah, it really depends on the traditional market, because crypto itself right now is trading relatively similar to actually the Nasdaq, the tech stocks, right? So I think the Nasdaq, the market hasn't opened yet, so we'll have to wait a bit. But anyways, let us move to NFTs. NFTs in general, I think is a neutral market. We do see less volume, and as I said, the volume might have gone to Solana. But we do see a mix of red and green. So neutral market, money is coming back. I think people are slowly coming back, after the huge dump that we've seen, last week. But according to NFT Go, the market sentiment is 29, so not a lot of trading volume. Trading volume in general is, on a downward trend, as you can see. So we'll have to see, right? Is it really Solana Summer, right? So talking about Solana Summer, let's move on to our first news of the day. Solana NFTs come full circle as OKBear's Knockoff lands on Ethereum. So OKBear was one of the top trending collection on the Solana blockchain, right? So what happened was that Not OKBear is a new Ethereum NFT project that uses reworked artwork from the Solana's OKBear project, right? And so basically there is a new NFT that was actually trading quite well on the Ethereum blockchain, because they basically stole the OKBear artwork from the Solana blockchain, flipped it, and then let people mint it on Ethereum. So it was a trending collection on OpenSea, if I believe correctly. So this article is about how in the past a lot of collections from Ethereum would be stolen and then minted on Solana, but now there is a collection that has gained traction among a lot different type of influencers. Has now been stolen and then minted on Ethereum. So they're saying that there's a full circle, and at the same time it kind of justifies what we say about, is this really Solana Summer? So yeah, basically if you look at here, OKBear is the #1 collection right now in terms of the volume, right? So this is how the stats work, right? So for Magic Eden, you can see the different collections and then the trade flow, the average price, etc. and etc. right? So this is a very helpful thing, kind of like analytics stuff that you can see. But when you click into it, it goes to that collection, and this is actually basically OKBears, right? Okay, so going back to our news, the next news is Coinbase unveil Web3 mobile D apps and also DeFi wallet and browser, right? So basically Coinbase now offers Web3 application functionality, including a hot wallet and a browser for a limited set of its mobile app user. So basically, now users can actually use the Coinbase wallet in order to discover dApps, right? Maybe they could use it to mint NFT or engage in different type of dApps platform, right? So this is basically them rolling out the wallet and then creating more functionality in the Coinbase wallet. So moving on to the next news, Spotify experiments with music NFT galleries, right? Right now, so basically for selected people, you can actually go to Steve Aoki's profile, and then you can actually look at the NFTs that he has minted, right? So for this, this is Steve Aoki's NFTs, and then you can discover his NFT collection, right? And also for the Wombats NFT. So it shows that actually, since a while back, Spotify had a metaverse experience on Roblox, and now they are exploring NFTs on their platform, right? So right now, even if you go to these NFT and you click into it and then you buy these NFT, Spotify is not going to take any commission from the artists, but it is basically just a way for you to view NFTs on the platform, right? So what happens is that you can press see more, which directs you to the NFT page on OpenSea, and you can purchase it, right? So, unfortunately, Spotify doesn't seem to support NFTs that are video or GIF. So basically, right now it shows a static image. So they're trying to pull the OpenSea API, pull data from OpenSea to show it on different artists' page. So I think it is exciting to see how these tech companies are embracing NFTs and trying to push this to the masses, right? So moving on to the next interesting news, LimeWire. I'm sure if you remember, back then, LimeWire is kind of like a streaming platform where you can download music. It's kind of like a blockchain, like decentralized streaming download platform, right? Back then, you know, I used to download MP3s like when I was in high school or something using LimeWire. But back then, because it's all decentralized, it's all community driven, some of them has no music rights. But we're coming full circle. You know, this episode is about coming a full circle. LimeWire strikes deal with Universal Music for music NFT licensing. So basically, a while back, LimeWire had a private token sale of 10.4 million. And now they have another milestone, which is a partnership with Universal Music Group, right? So Universal Music Group has been doing a lot of stuff within the space. They have partnered with a with a sandbox, trying to create experiences as well in the sandbox metaverse. They have been exploring different type of gaming related concerts as well. Maybe I think that was the one with Fortnite as well. So Universal Music actually owns a lot of records like Interscope Records, Republic Records, Def Jam Recordings, Capitol Records, Motown Records, except EMI and etc. Right? So there's a lot of labels under them. But right now, together, they will focus on quality content, utility, and accessibility for the mainstream by offering unique NFTs project for artists and fans in a trusted environment. So I believe that what they're saying is that they're gonna have like a LimeWire marketplace. And then these, you know, the UMG artists can actually offer audio recording, audio visual content, backstage footage as NFTs on the LimeWire marketplace, where they can sell them directly to fans and collectors, right? So they're gonna have bonus tracks and exclusive materials on the platform, which is definitely exciting. So I think this is interesting because now LimeWire has a new business model, and they are going to launch their own marketplace. And whether they're gonna, you know, take over in terms of the music NFT space, there is still a lot to see, right? But definitely LimeWire has the branding effect. We all heard of LimeWire, or some of us grew up with LimeWire. So that's it for today's episode. I don't want to be too long, but thank you for watching. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out.